Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Milk BTD here, back with another video, and today we got some BFB Colosseum free power-ups. So the reason why I'm playing free power-ups is because Spire is the only arena out at this moment. So yeah, this is a post-con, by the way, so if you're new, be sure to drop a like and subscribe and for more BTD Battles content. So as you can see, our first opponent here is Mr. NoMunnies, the one and only Mr. Munnies, the one and only best YouTuber behind Asian, and one of my personal favorites, as he gave me a shout out when he was like at 600 subs and I was like at 10 subs. Anyways, so I think these games are on ×2 speed, or no, actually they're not, they're on regular speed. So I'm gonna be post-commenting these, by the way, like I said earlier. So I say unlucky because the strats that I want to go are not good on Yellow Brick Road, and the powers that I have aren't too good because I don't have dual eco boost, which is meta by the way. So what we're going to do here is run NG SPAC. And NoMunnies being NoMunnies, he's a very, very good player. So I don't expect too much out of these games, or when I first found Mr. Munnies. So honestly, it's probably going to be most likely a loss, but we're going to see what we can do against Mr. Munnies. I think the meta on this map is NFE or DFA. But I just like running NG SPAC because it's fun. And I also got the inspiration from NoMunnies and Chief. If you don't know who that is, Chief is a great player who's like, I think in like 2017, he's like the best player or something like that. But yeah, NoMunnies learned Spactaneer from him, and I learned Spactaneer from NoMunnies. So I'm definitely not the greatest Spactaneer player, but I'm a decent one, I guess. I mean, not too good, not too bad. So he's gonna start with his farm here, and he lightning bolts the first reds that I sent him, which is a good play. So now that I know that he's going like some sort of expensive thing, or he wants to greet early, and that means that his strat is probably going to be decent late game. I don't know why he gives me a shock face here. Maybe that I was going NG or something like that. Anyways, so this ninja's struggling a bit, and when he places down his ninja, I immediately know what he's going. He's going to be going ninja mortar. That's typical NoMunnies, bringing back old strats from the past into the meta. So that's what NoMunnies is going to be doing, and I already know it because he loves to go that on his stream, and he's actually really, really good at that strat. So I'm going to go ahead and buy my sentry guns here. And that pretty much solos the pinks. Honestly, that bottom NG on last is pretty good too. And yeah, we're chilling for now. So my next move here is to go for my farm. Obviously, as you guys can see, NoMunnies has the farm lead because he has dual eco boost. And I just have tier 1 better soil. I think that's what it's called. And yeah, we're pretty much getting slapped right now. But I mean, we're down in farmers. We know he wins late game. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm trying to basically just drain him as much as I can. That's how I've seen people use NG because of the bloon trap. And I sell that bottom engineer spot because I need to catch up in farm. So most likely, as you guys know, I'm not the greatest NG player, and I don't know how to play NG like really well. I would say I'm pretty newbie at playing NG anyways. So what I'm gonna do is, as you guys can see, I'm leaking down pretty low. It's probably due to my NG spots, and NoMunnies is good at noticing that my NG spots are chasing. So I need to get up another NG or another sentry guns. And as you can see, look, we're leaking down to 50 lives, 49, 47, and we're leaking down a lot. And honestly, that's not really good for us at any time. So anyways, I'm just gonna glue storm because look, we're down at 30 lives. There's nothing I can do. All right. I better soil, and I think we can get our plantation here. I think NoMunnies could have killed me right there. I think he stopped setting because he wanted to see how this would go late game or something like that. Or maybe he wanted to greed for his farm. I'm not exactly sure, but anyways, he did stop setting, so thank you very much, NoMunnies. And we're gonna go round 10. I'm gonna need my balloon trap because he's just gonna be able to drain me with like pinks, and then so he's gonna drain me with like a lead and then pinks and stuff. So as you can see, I do not have anywhere near enough for a balloon trap, and he has the farm advantage by 1 plantation, but he sells his farmer to do the dual eco boost trick. He's up a lot of farms. We're actually gonna leak that lead. I don't know how much damage a lead is, but we perfectly afford that. And I glue storm because the lead is coming down on my side, and I know that if I tank a whole lead, that might actually just kill me, and I don't want to die this easily. So as you can see, when the lead pops down, we're down to 17 lives, and NoMunnies has the mortar, just like we predicted earlier. But we probably easily tell that he was going mortar because of his tendencies to play old metas, and he plays them really well. Even when he's just starting, it's probably better than most people's, you know, way of playing it anyways, like if they're good at it. So what NG's strengths are like you're able to drain like later game-ish and things like that. But so I sent him this zebra rush here, trying to force anything that I can. As you can see, he leaks down pretty low actually. He buys the balloon buster and he's vibing from there. And earlier I sent that camel lead. You're probably wondering why. It's because the mortar can't hit camel lead. So if you send them a camel lead's gonna force the camel protection. And I sent him this big zebra rush here, but I forget that he has one more lightning bolt and he's able to vibe to that. And he gets his BIA scot-free, and as you can see, we're kind of screwed here. I could send him like a rainbow rush, but he probably just gonna damage boost it. And that's the thing with powers. You're pretty much, if you're going like strat that's go for DFA, that needs a BIA. It's pretty much guaranteed in powers because you can just glue storm any rush, you can damage boost the next rush, and it's pretty hard to do unless they have team tower stun. And obviously when you're playing when you respect your opponent, you don't run team tower stun or something like that, obviously. So what you're gonna need to defend a Moab here is a spiked mines, and I think one balloon trap. The reason why you need that balloon trap is because usually the spiked mines, I mean not the spiked mines, the spike balls can solo the Moab, but it's gonna break it down to where it's one ceramic left, and the balloon trap eats up that one ceramic. So that's what most likely you need that extra balloon trap for. But he doesn't opt to send, as he obviously has a BIA, and this is a great play from NoMunnies here. He was doing this earlier, but I think so he gets his flash bomb here. The reason why he gets the flash bomb there is to stun the balloons, and then he's gonna mortar micro his mortar right on top of it. So it's perfectly in sync, and that's just something that you can't teach. It's just something that NoMunnies knew, and that's really well done to him. Never would have thought of that, but well done, NoMunnies. Anyway, so round 20, there's going to be a BFB defend, right? And what I need to do for a BFB defend is spike storm once and then like some balloon traps in the back. So why I'm sending him a BFB here is because I need to play aggressive. NG banks off of being aggressive, and when you're not aggressive, like when you're just sitting back and doing nothing with NG, it's not going to work. That's not going to work. So why I'm sending space camel leads is in case that he sells his flash bomb after he sabos. And I'm hoping that his mortar misses the camel leads underneath, and as you can see, it's saboed, and it's a pretty easy defend for Munnies. Maybe now that I'm looking back at it, maybe I shouldn't have sent it, knowing how well Munnies does in defending these rushes. But at that moment, I knew that I pretty much had no chance if I didn't try to drain him and try to get him to sell that BA. So what I'm thinking is early ZMG, like round 21. But the problem with that is he probably has like a full BIA, so like 20k stacked up in there, and he also has, yeah, as you can see, he just gets a facility. So he has so much money in there that early ZMG would have done something. Definitely wouldn't have let him go for the factory, but wasn't too bad at all. And what we're gonna do here is obviously get another balloon trap to help with the ceramics. I'm sending leads to mix in with the ceramics, but unfortunately I set them a bit too late, and this is where I need to start draining NoMunnies. But look at his farms, boys. So basically when he got that BIA, he won, and there's nothing I could have done to prevent him from that BIA. If this was tier 0, I could have forced a boost and then something else, but I can't do that now because powers, right? He can just lightning bolts the first rush, and with jitsus, 3 jitsus and a flash bomb with the big balloon bust is pretty hard to get anything by. So, and he could just damage boost the next rush. So honestly, there's nothing I could have done to prevent him from getting the BIA, and for that reason, maybe I shouldn't have went NG. Maybe NG and free power-ups isn't the move, to be honest, because NG banks off of, like I said, you being aggressive and you draining your opponent. So when they're guaranteed a BIA like that, you just have to pray that they go like an eco strat or something like that, or else you lose pretty much with NG. I don't know. That's what I'm just thinking. Anyways, so we sent him a ZOMG here, and it's about to come out on screen, and we're gonna have to see how NoMunnies defends this. So he only has 3, currently he only has 3 balloon jitsus, and it looks like he's just going to keep on, so he has 4 balloon jitsus, a balloon buster, and a flash bomb. Looks like he's doing a lot of damage to the ZOMG, to be honest. I'm sending leads here to mix with around 25 AI, as you can see. Not for eco at all. I have 48 eco, doesn't matter. And look at that. Look how much damage he's doing to the ZOMG with just 6 jitsus. It's literally insane. And he's about to sabo. He's going to sabo now. So he probably, this is very typical of NoMunnies. He calculates when his sabo wears off and things like that. So you can just sabo, continuously have a perma sabo going, which is really smart by Mr. Munnies, which is why he's a college student. Anyway, so I boost there because I'm afraid that the ceramics would kill me, and he gets up the big one for the ceramics, which is well done. It's sabo 2, so big one plus sabo is really good. I send him another ZOMG, and this is where he makes the uber genius play. Uber means very. So basically, he makes this very big play of damage boosting. So you might be asking, why did he damage boost, and why was that such a big play? Because the ZOMG was pushing on this side. He could have defended that without boost, but when he saw that another ZOMG was incoming, he decided just to use the damage boost as an opportunity to take out both ZOMGs at once, essentially, which is a really good play by Mr. Munnies here. And round 27 is when Moabs come, and this is where NG Spac gets a little weird. You're gonna need a bloon trap in the back and lots of spike ball mine. So I send him another ZOMG because at this point I'm just gonna have to all out soon. There's no point that I cannot win late game, and a ZOMG defend is gonna be way too hard. So I'm literally just gonna have to pray that he chokes. But as you can see, look at all those ninjas doing so much damage, and honestly, it's not gonna be good for us at all. He's gonna keep going, getting more ninjas, and he's pretty much vibing. I damage boost, but it's too late. But it wouldn't have mattered anyways. We had low farms, low eco, and he just drained us pretty hard. He didn't even drain us. He just outplayed us, honestly. So I'm gonna give him a rematch because I know that that wasn't the best that I could have done, and I'm just gonna give it another shot. It's rare that you find such a good player like NoMunnies, especially in powers. Usually it's just grinders. You're going like quick shot team tower center, some BS like that. So I skip moon landing because I don't know the meta. I mean, honestly, like I said, it'd be whiz tack. Whiz tack banks off of being aggressive, and aggressive against ninja mortar BIA is useless. So we get park. I say unlucky because I wanted to use the dartling gun. So I'm gonna try this new strat that I saw from Troll or something like that. Trollololo, if you don't know who he is, search up Troll BTD. He's a good YouTuber who has lots of information and things like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use, I'm debating between what beatdown to use, because I know that early ZMG drain is gonna be tough, but mid game shouldn't be too hard because we have tack. So I opt to go with big balloon beatdown. I think I didn't go with big balloon slow because I have Sabo. So yeah, while it might be really effective, I have Sabo, which is basically a stall. So it'd be like super slow, and I just would have like, you know, anyways. I don't even know what I was trying to say there. So I'm going to start with my tack here. I don't know if he thinks that I'm going whiz tack, but like I said earlier, whiz tack is useless against here because for that reason I listed. Whiz tack banks off of being aggressive, and late game it's not really good. It's alright just because of wizard, but anyway, so salted wounds would have thrived here, but I did not go ahead and go any salted, and he brings out the ice. So I immediately know it could be a couple of things. It could be heli ice, which is pretty much the most, like, probably like what he would say is the most, what am I trying to say here? Anyway, so he thinks that, I'm just going to say it's heli ice because it's the strategy that most people use. So I'm going to say that it's probably heli ice. And I can't really think of anything else that's different, like maybe like ninja ice or something like that, but I doubt that he would run ninja ice. So what we're going to do is he gets his ice up. He's perfect. And this is where it's going to be tough for him. So I sent him some pinks here. He uses dual eco boost, and it should force out his lightning bolts because he as you saw earlier, he did end up using his lightning bolts at the first game. So we're going to continuously send him some blues. And when I see him go for his farm, I'm going to send some blues with some pinks. We're just trying to force him to use his lightnings early game, or just to get up another ice. So that's why I stopped sending pinks. I thought he was going to use the lightning bolts. But he does indeed pull out the second ice, and he's probably timing it. So why it works. And we just keep sending pinks. And it looks like he's actually handling really fine. But he lightning bolts the second time, which is good for us. And I think the one last thing that we have to do is that as you can see, he sells his ice again. So I'm just going to continuously send him pinks. And at this point, I'm like, no monies, don't die to pinks. There's no way. There's no way that such a good player would die to pinks. And he's leaking down. He misplaces ice again. There's like a certain thing with ice where if they hit at the same time, then it's going to be better. And as you can see, I keep sending, and he gets up his heli finally to stop the space leaks. So I kind of timed that perfectly to where I can get the greens going. And I have super eco boost because that's probably the best eco boost, honestly. And what we're going to do here is continuously send him here. And I'm going to send him blacks here because I know that when they go around the bend off the heli, that it's going to mix with round 7 AI, which is good for us. And honestly, that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to keep sending some blocks here. As you can see, it looks like this stuff is going through, but on our screen, it might just be like some PC to mobile lag or something like that. Not too sure. So we're going to go ahead and super eco boost here. Almost 600 eco by round 8, which isn't too bad in free power-ups. I probably could do a bit better, a bit worse. I don't know. Anyways. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to send some whites here because ice can't hit heli. And whites. Ice can't hit whites. So that's basically what I'm trying to say here. And I get that tack sprayer because I know that's going to become a ring of fire. And as you can see, it's perfectly placed. And what we need to do at round 12, we need to get a village up. And as you can see, he's struggling a bit to the regen. White probably should have kept sending, but I need to place down my village to get the radar scanner. Because round 12 is coming up. Like I said, he's going to use his dual eco boost trick. As you can see, look how many bananas are just floating around there. In game. So, yeah, we just got the radar scanner. He uses dual eco boost, as I said. He's vibing at the moment. And what we're going to need to do is, so I sent him this big rush here, trying to force anything that I can. But unfortunately, he just has too much money. And his razor rotor spots is perfect mixed with the ice. Well done by Mr. NoMunnies. And we get up our radar scanner, so it's perfect for now. And what I'm gonna do here is 600 eco, not too bad. I should probably be ecoing much harder here, but I sent some zebras here trying to force anything that I can, and it manages to force another razor rotors. Unfortunately, I did not have enough money to force anything else, so that's well done by him. And he pretty much got away with the BIA. Like I said, it's impossible to stop anyone from going for a BIA, and especially when I'm running eco. So why I get up my ninja here is for a ceramic, because if you guys don't know, the ring of fire sucks against ceramics, and ninja helps pierce that layer, and that's how you pretty much finish it off. So there's nothing much we can do against 2 razor rotors and a heli, especially, like I said, he has lightning and stuff like that. And I get the jungle drums too because I want my my towers attacking faster. And I know late game, heli ice cannot defend past round 35, but that's the problem, right? How can eco get past round 35 when he can just drain you easily? Like round 22, early ZMG will force me to use my boost and things like that. So I sent him these regen leads here, trying to force anything. And as you can see, his heli is perfectly placed where it can still snipe the beginning AI and the late AI. But as you can see, it's pushing on his side, and with a little bit of heli micro, he's able to get away with that fine. We honestly could have killed him there if I had more money, but like I said, we didn't have enough money to do rushes, and that's probably what was bad about that. Anyways, we're gonna get our tack down, and I'm thinking, do I even have enough to afford a maelstrom? I could sell the ring of fire, yes, but he can send space leads in between, so that's not too good. So what I'm thinking here is what can I do against him? Moab's not gonna do anything, but a BFB might do something or something like that, but I'm not too sure, to be honest. So what we're going to do here is continue to spaced eco, and yeah, we're vibing like that. Unfortunately, I cannot finish this post-com because I have to go, so enjoy some NCS music. It does warning, this goes pretty late game, so I might put it on times 2 speed.